from Sweden, and we just came from the shop, which is over there. We try not to take videos inside the stores because of the privacy things here. A lot of people take privacy here really seriously. Unlike in other places, we're not allowed to take videos of people even in public spaces. It's like in some countries, you're allowed to take videos of faces of people if you see them on public places. But here in Sweden, not really that exact. And Maya, we're not we're not supposed to. Okay, we go here. Okay. We're in the wrong. So that's where we walked before, on the bunch of trees over there. You know, the color of the bus doesn't mean anything. Except for the blue ones are longer. It's like outer the city. And then the red ones are routes that are within city of Stockholm. Okay, this is again the storage facility they're building, and all of the vertical things are made out of wood. Yes, it's made out of wood, but the floors are made out of concrete. And not really a fan of it though, but it's just a storage, not going to be like most of the time people will be there. So when we say storage, that it's like one of those locker places that people have. So very hard to talk because the air is very dry. Okay, on top of these trees and rocks will be one of the subway routes. And then, well, I guess those are our neighbors here. You can see the light brown things are really wood. Okay, so they're going to rent out small spaces there to put your stuff, old TVs, old stuff, you know, things that you don't need, occupies a lot of space in your homes. Again, welcome to Royce from Sweden. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Royce and this is my daughter Maya. Yes, yes. Okay, she's a nice monster. Okay, so that would be our where we came from before. That area over there. What?
It's like the creature, featuring the creature.
Yeah, the creatures featuring every other creature in the creature show. Oh, creature show.
Ooh, I like it.
Okay, so you can see the sun. That would be its highest point in the sky, because we live quite very north already. That's how the sun is at 12 o'clock. So we okay. Here in Sweden we don't use salt to make the roads much more not so slippery. Doesn't work. So we use a form of crushed rocks, pebbles that are being swept during sometimes spring, and believe it or not, being recycled for the next winter's use. So because for those who are not familiar with salt is not very good for the fertility of the soil. So it acts like a poison. So salt water and things like that, they do melt the snow, but they make the soil less fertile. And here in Sweden, because of the last ice age, the soil here is very thin. It's not very good in growing food. And if you're going to ruin it more, then it's not really helping. So it's such a beautiful day. A lot of people are taking walks, just like we do.
What?
No, as I said, a lot of people are taking walks.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So that bridge there is a train. It's for the subway. So that are newly built, unoccupied flats. It's about 150 apartments. So believe it or not, I'm very sure that's already been booked even before the first foundation was dug. Okay? Because homes here, rental or otherwise, is very rare because there's more people looking for place to stay rather than, renting it out or buying. And here in Sweden, you're not allowed to simply buy many properties. So even if you're rich, you cannot have multiple homes in one place. That's not generally allowed. So, so if you're buying that flipping houses game that you could see on TV, what most people do is that they buy the house, they live on it, and then while they're living on it, they're fixing it. And then when it's already fixed and it's already beautiful, then they sell it for a profit, and then they move on to the next house. And the process goes over. So again, welcome to Royce from Sweden. This is a suburb of Stockholm, the last suburb in the southern part of Stockholm, Bandhagen. And this is a middle class area as well. Some bits of it is not really very famous and popular and desirable, but even if it's not desirable, people would take a chance to live here because it's very hard to find decent accommodation. So if you're planning to live here, unless you have a very long-term accommodation secured, don't go here. Because if you're going to, see, that's the subway. Oh, there we go. Yes. Okay, we just crossed the street. Beautiful day. It's going to start, believe it or not, sunset is starting now. It had started about 30 minutes ago because 12 o'clock, the highest point of the sun has already been reached. And now the sun is going down. And by 3 o'clock, really dry air. By 3 o'clock, all of this like blue skies will be dark. Like 6 or 7 p.m. dark. And this kind of snow is not really like the best or even the thickest one, but it will do for now. The snow has been, Christmas was not really white. It was raining and moist. And just after the New Year, we're having a week of like below zero weather, which is now 8 degrees Celsius. These are oak trees. Even, see, look, here in Sweden, the trees are not as big and as fat and as tall as it is because the ground is more on rocks, solid rock, rather than soil for growing trees. You see these oak trees right now? They are most likely around 200 years old. And they look very small, not very thick, not very big. So for most of the time, the trees that you see here, even though they're small, they're look at this one. See? That's an oak tree, the one with like rounded shape. It looks very nice, looks romantic. But problem is it took it centuries to reach that size because the ground is not really very good for growing anything except maybe grass. Okay? That would probably be your best bet. Okay? So, again, hi, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Royce. We're taking a walk. Thank you for joining the live stream. We appreciate it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We really appreciate your help. We're also in Patreon, and we just want, if you're listening or watching right now, we would like to know where you are. So please send a comment. And if you have any questions about living in Sweden, life, work, and things to do here, well, you came to the wrong person. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we will try to help you as much as possible. Okay? So that's one of those. Okay? And then, of course, living in Sweden involves a lot of walking, not even flat surfaces. And you know what? We forgot to bring water to drink because the cold air, every time I open my mouth, it robs me of moisture. So technically right now, even if there's a lot of ice here, only in extreme situation would I suggest you drink that or melt that snow. But every time I open my mouth, the moisture in my mouth gets robbed by the extremely dry air that is very cold right now. Yeah? So it may sound confusing that snow is water and then it's very dry. Well, all of the moisture is turned into snow. See? So it involves a lot of walking living in Sweden. You get used to it though, because it's also healthy as well. So good diet and occasional regular walking, not occasional walking, the regular walking would do wonders for you. So here in Sweden, walking is very, very, very normal. I know people who would walk 20 kilometers just for the sake of it every day. So even the senior people, 70 plus people, 70 years old, they would walk like they're like in their 40s or 50s. So again, thank you for watching. We have to go now because there's a lot of people here and a lot of people are very touchy about privacy and everything. So thank you again. Hope to hear from you soon. Thank you again. Bye. Hey, Dove.